Hello, we are live. Hello and welcome, everyone. How are you today? For those who are catching the replay, hello. Hope you all are well. Hope everything is going well in your life. I'm trying to get the glasses, y'all. I finally got the glasses back. I've been talking how long? Forever. That I was going to get my eyes checked. I finally did it. And I got the glasses. And I discovered that the problem is I can't see. Well, I already knew that the problem was I can't see up close. Can't see well when like I'm trying to read things. And so it's making me squint and all of that good stuff. So I got the glasses and I'm trying to clean them so I can put them on. Hi guys. Hey, Growing with Donnie. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, G Mama Grows. So I'm just gonna see because these are for reading only. If I like try to look out that window, which I typically look out that window the whole freaking live, um, it's gonna do something to me. Does it make my eyes look like huge now? I'm trying to see if I can see better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. I can definitely see better when I have something up close, or even as far as this screen is like arm's length away. Yeah, it blew it up for me. So here I am. Hi, Maccabee OG. How you doing? It's beautiful in Tallahassee, right? Like beautiful here today. It's been like an amazing weather day for us all day. Hey, Ebony R. Um, what you said, Ebony? I named I named it Home for Alive. Okay. Woo 5 p.m. Hey y'all. Hey S Harper, how are you doing? Hey sis Black Coffee, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey Miss Vanessa Buckner, how are you doing today? Yeah, you were outside all day. Yeah, I wanted to be, but I had so much that I needed to do on the inside that I just could not um, be outside all day like I usually am. But it was wonderful. I stepped out there for a little while and kind of got a few weeds pulled out since the ground was still kind of, loose and that kind of thing. Hey, Foster Family Fun, how are you doing? I should have sat this up a little bit because now I feel like an old person, like I'm looking down. Man, these balls and chains, boy. Can't do nothing except for look directly at this screen. And now I'm looking down and it feels like something ain't quite right. But anyway, how y'all doing today? How is everybody? How is the weather in your area? Because it is perfect, perfect in Tallahassee today. It is just perfect. So how's the weather where you guys are? I think who was that said that they were getting the rain today. So we got the rain overnight yesterday, and it just pushed through this cool, wonderful, calming breeze. And I mean, I needed it. I needed it so bad. Hi, Chef Pam, Container Crops. How you doing? Hi, C. Thomas. How you doing, sis? Maria Jackson. Hello. How you doing? Hey, Edward Smart. How are you doing? Good to see you today. Black Coffee says, finally sunny. Hi, Miss Viola. How are you? Good to see you. Sorry I missed you. Uh, Finally sunny. It rained 4 days straight. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't say that I complained too bad because that just means that I don't have to water, my See, I keep looking out that window and it blurs me. But if I get this rain, I get it. My plants are just happy. They're just happy. And being that it was so nice and cool this morning, all of the plants were just standing up. It was like they were just loving it. They were absolutely loving it. So, hey LP, how are you doing? Hey Foster Family Fun. Did I say hello to you? LP says, hello everyone, 50 here in Michigan. Finally stopped raining and now it's sunny. I'll take that for the end of October in 6A. Nice. I'll be freezing it when it's 50, like for real, for real. I don't know what the temperature is today, but it's just been wonderful. It feels so good walking out the door. Um, it's great in Central Florida. Had a good rain yesterday. Still raining in Seattle. Man, I could not even imagine that. Y'all get rain like year round like that, Donnie, but it's heavy today. Um, Maccabee LG says we'll get rain Thursday morning according to the weatherman, but you know how they do. They don't be knowing nothing. They'll tell us it's gonna be rain and it be snowing. It's perfectly pouring. All right, Ebony R. Looking good there, C. Thomas. That's great. Great, great, great. Hey, Bougie Prepper. How are you? Good to see you. So today, as y'all can see, I'm not complaining. I'm not going in. I'm not on no soapbox, no rant, no nothing today. None of it today. Because you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it today. I just didn't. I just wanted to be at peace today. Hey, Andale, how are you? Good to see you. Hey there, Garden State Gardener. How you doing? Good to see you. Says hi everyone in the chat, just working and listening in. Well, thank you for being here, Garden State Gardener. You're always a welcome sight. Love to see your smiling face. I know I can't see you, but I remember you. But yeah, today, like, I just wanted, today has been like hard, you know, not to mention like all of the other stuff that is just coming through. Um, we are just being inundated with, everybody now on the same topics over and over again. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. And for me today, it just proved to be too much. And I get like that sometimes. And so I decided to still come on. Hey, Farmer Q, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, AJ, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, Sometimes it just gets like that. I think that's just a part of being human. And I'm not an easily overwhelmed person because I don't put an exorbitant amount of pressure on myself, to do anything or to be anything, or, I just don't put unnecessary pressure on myself or on the family. And so, even being that way, even being, most of the time, I'm relatively calm and I don't accept a lot of pressure, from outside forces. And there's this African proverb that says, if there is no enemy within, if there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. And I live by that. I totally, totally live by that. And that's something that it literally, that's like one of my life mantras. um, that's one of them. And that is probably my favorite. If you're okay internally, then there's nothing that anybody from the outside can do to you. And so, in order to be okay internally, in order to be okay with yourself, you have to work on you. And that starts early. That starts early. It starts early in life, and it starts early every single morning when you get up, every single morning. And so, um, I just wanted to talk a little bit today about making certain that you're taking time, when you start to get overwhelmed with life, when you start to get overwhelmed just with whatever, is happening in the world, with the chaos, that is happening around us, you know, the food shortages, people getting a little bit um, aggressive, worrying about where you're going to get this, worrying about having enough food, if we or when we get shut down again. We have all of that stuff. Hi, Stinky Puddle Ranch. Hello. Good to see you, Groovy Lady. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So, when we get all of that stuff on a regular basis, particularly if you're a news watcher and you get the news every day on that programming thing up there, or on this computer here, like, it is easy to get overwhelmed, even if you're not the type of person that typically gets overwhelmed. It's easy because we see so much. We see so many things that people just should not see on a regular basis. One of the things I'm reading, I don't remember reading it back in the day, but I am now reading 1984. And I'm just getting started. And already, that book was written by George Carlin, Orwell, George Carlin, George Orwell, decades ago. Okay. And so it was talking about much of what we're seeing today. I can literally, from the beginning of the book, I can see where it's going. And so I was telling my daughter when she came in today, um, she's 21. And so I was telling her, I said, babe, I'm reading this book, and her boyfriend was with her. And so he was like, and I told him by George Orwell, and the boyfriend said, "Oh, 1980 something." I was like, "Yeah, 1984." And both of them were like, "Oh, we read that in school." And I was like, "What?" I didn't know they read it. I don't remember ever reading it. And I don't remember my younger children reading it either. So um, it's talking, one part of it was talking about the way that they were just seeing too much, like um, television programming. It was just showing too much. It was showing too much for the young people, for the children, well, even for adults, because even us as adults, we get to the point sometimes where we're just like, we don't even know which way to go. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to deal with some of the daily stressors that come up, for those who work, outside the home. Like, y'all have a whole nother set of problems in the world today to deal with. You're dealing with other people crap, and internally you're not okay either. So we got to start with us. We got to start with making sure that we are okay and that we're separating ourselves from some of just the junk. And I'm just going to call it that. We're separating ourselves from some of the junk because it is going to mentally take you down. When your mental health gets affected, it's going to affect you in every other way. It's going to affect you spiritually, taking all of this junk in. You take junk in, you put junk out. And literally, that is just the way that the body, the psyche, the mind, that's the way it works. So if you're going to be positive, you're going to have a positive mindset, then guess what you've got to do? You got to protect that. You got to make sure that every day when you start that day, one of the things that I'm going to start back doing is getting up early before my family, because it does a couple of things for me. For years, I would get up early before anybody else. I would work on my business, I would fill orders, I would do whatever I wanted to do in that 1 hour period before my family started to stir around. So get up, take some time to do whatever I wanted to do, whatever made me feel relaxed, whatever made me feel motivated, whatever made me feel energized to start my day. That was the energy that was going to carry me all the way through the day in the majority of cases. And so when you do start your day with making sure that you take time for you, making sure that you get your mindset right for the day. If you live with the type of person or you live with children who won't give you time, won't give you space, won't give you anything, or somebody who likes to be, just drama filled, argumentative, and then the children, just demanding everything from you. You got to take care of yourself first, because I promise that when you do, you're going to feel so much more energized. Yes, yes, Miss Ann, the gardens are good for that. I'm talking about even before the light comes up, even before the sun comes up, making sure you're getting up, making sure whatever you do, whether you pray, you meditate, whatever it is that you do to get yourself in a space where you can be great. And I love it. I really used to love it. And I would get up every morning. I get up at 5 a.m. and I was going to do something that I wanted to do. I was going to do something that made me feel good. Didn't have to deal with nobody else getting up, on the wrong side of the road. Now, after they get up now, that's a whole nother matter. But what I did was I stopped my husband from turning the TV on in the morning, because he would get up in the morning and he's always listening to something as he gets dressed for work or whatever. And I was like, the TV ain't gonna be it. It is just not going to be it. So every time he would turn it on, I'd turn it off. Turn it back on, I'm gonna turn it back off. I don't want to hear that early in the morning. So we had to come to a real compromise on that. I did not want to hear that in the morning. So he realized when he started to turn that, when he stopped turning that thing back on, because he knew that I was just like, look, I don't want to hear that. When he stopped turning that TV back on and he started listening to other things rather than the TV, rather than police brutality, rather than all of the other stuff that degrades us as human beings, as people, as men, as women. When he started to do those other things, when he started to, hey, thank you, Miss Ann. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful discussion. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Ann. But when he started to listen to other things, his whole everything changed. Everything changed, the way. Now, trying to deal with them folk at the job is something else. They something else, and that just is what it is. But at least you can start. At least you can start your day at a point where, oh, thank you, Garden State Gardener. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. At least you can take that energy. You can take that thing that makes you feel great. Anybody ever heard of Dr. Miles Monroe? Raise your hand. Show of hands. Anybody ever heard of Dr. Miles Monroe? If you have not already, please hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So when my husband started changing from all of that stuff to listening to Dr. Miles Monroe in the morning, or listening to someone else who was going to be motivational, inspirational, help you to set more goals for your life. Oh, great, great. A lot of people have heard of Dr. Miles Monroe. Wonderful, wonderful. He was a incredible man, incredible speaker, incredible teacher, incredible. If you have not heard of him, please just listen to one speech, listen to one sermon. You will be drawn in, I promise you, and you're going to want to just find a playlist of his and just go through it. I promise you. I promise you. So, hi, Tony Love. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Hey, pretty lady. Good to see you. Tony, I'm not sure if you've been here before, but guys, welcome Tony into the chat, because I don't remember seeing her name anymore, in the past, rather. But when you are intentional about making sure that you take in what you want to project for today, for that day, for whatever day, then I promise you it's going to work. It's going to work. Hey, Pit Stop. Hey, Lisa Williams. How you doing? You have to command your morning. Look up Dr. Cindy Trim, Trimm. Absolutely. Command your morning. Hey, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here today. Yes, yes. Hey, Farm and HVAC. How are you doing? Good to see you as well today. So when you put in that good stuff, all that you have to come out of you is that good stuff. It's just like, the food. It's just like the food that we eat, the intake. When you put in good things come out. You get great results. I saw myself on that video yesterday and I'm mad at myself. I saw myself and I'm mad at myself. That proved to me that I have not been doing what I said I was going to do. I have not been putting in enough of that good stuff that is going to give me those great outer results. And not just for a physical look, but for your whole feel. How do you feel? Do you feel good? Starting your day like that, making sure that you get up and you meditate or you pray or you go for a walk or whatever it is that you want to do to make yourself feel better, I promise you it's going to benefit. I promise you it's going to benefit. And your mindset is totally different when you start your day taking care of yourself. So when you do have to walk out, when you do have to walk out of the door and go there, you can give yourself something positive to listen to on your way. On your way to where you're going, give yourself something positive to listen to. Now, I was going to one job in particular, and I would listen to T.I. every morning on my way to work because and Ziggy Marley. So it was gonna be T.I. and then before I got out of the car, it's gonna be some Ziggy Marley, and I'm gonna be jamming. And I was feeling good when I walked into the door. And so whatever it takes for you, you know, whatever it takes for you. I didn't want to pray all the way to work. I said my prayers when I got up. I wanted to rock out before I got up in that place because I was going to need the energy. The type of location that I was going into, I was going to need that. Hi, Be Blessed. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you guys for welcoming Be Blessed into the chat. So when so in addition to that, okay, we talked about making sure that you start your day right. You're getting up, you're saying your prayers, you're listening to trap music or whatever it is that makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. And then when you get to the point where that's not enough, that's not good enough, that didn't do it for you, then you got to listen to your mind and learn how to back away from them nouns. You got to learn how, hey, Letitia, you got to learn how to back away from those nouns, those people, places, and things. Mm-hmm. You got to learn how to back away sometimes. Hello, I would play trap music just to get motivated to walk in the door. And literally, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Because I was trying to prove a point to myself that I could actually keep that job. And Eco Neighbor was betting against me that I was not going to keep that job. But I was like, oh, I'm going to keep this job. I'm going to keep the job. But, and I ended up, keeping the job. But in order to keep the job, I had to move. I had to advance. So that's what I did. I started setting goals for myself to make sure that I didn't stay where I was. And that helped me to be able to go to another level. That helped me to be able to go to somewhere else. Black Coffee, thank you, Black Coffee. Thank you so much. You don't know what those numbers are doing for me right now. I wish I could leave that up through the entire broadcast. I know you know what they're doing for me, but girl, the numbers. Next time we Zoom, I'm gonna talk to you about that. But I listen to 80s R&B. yes, Pit Stop, because I promise you, that was feel good music. That was feel good stuff. When we go out to Black Haven, that's what we doing. We listening to 80s, 90s, 2000s. We listening to that type of stuff because that's what made us feel good. I was born in 76. And so, I grew up like in the 80s and in the 90s. I was growing up then. And so all of the music from back then, like, baby, listen, don't say nothing about Tupac because that was my first husband. Okay. Don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. That was my thing. That was my era. I absolutely love it. And so I know what I can listen to. Now, I ain't saying that all of it was fantastic, but guess what? What her name? Mom's Mabley and all them people back there, guess what? They wasn't all sitting on Jesus' lap either, but they still said something that was going to motivate, inspire you, and to help you to go and set new goals for yourself, and do new things that were going to actually be beneficial for you. So sometimes you got to get away from them nouns on people, places, and things. And you got to make sure that you're okay. You got to make sure. Sorry, y'all. It just would not go away. These fruit flies. We have a lot of fresh fruit. We have a lot of fresh fruit. And so they are just like they are forever here. Okay, sensational container gardener. Hey sis, how you doing? I'm sorry. I want to get it so bad. I avoid the negative energy in the AM in my house. Pessimistic talk. I wake up with praise, peace, and purpose. I love it. I love it. I don't watch the news. I don't either. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. Show was most mainly was before her time. Exactly. Exactly. Bougie Pepper says music is therapy for me. It is for me as well. So y'all see it? I got it. I got it. I finally got it. Now, interrupting my doggone live. So, when when I get like this, when I get to feeling like, okay, I can't just shake it, I can't just easily shake it anymore. I make sure that I'm doing some extra. I make sure that I'm doing some extra work for myself. I'm doing some extra things. I'm being extra standoffish. I'm being whatever I need to be in order to make sure that I am good. I got to make sure that I'm good because I want for my days, for the most part, I want for my days to be great. I want for my days to feel like, you know what? I want to do that again. I want to get up and do that again. I don't want my days to be like, man, I'm just glad that's over and I'm dreading tomorrow. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to feel like that. So when I get to this point, when I get to this point and I'm feeling like it may get to be too much for me, I don't play with it. I go ahead, I shut it down. You know, anybody who has my phone number, they'll tell you, oh, she ain't texting right back. And some days it's just like that. It's because I need some me time. And if I do text back, put the phone down when I text. So whatever it is that works for you, come on, glasses. Hey, Jay Weezy. Yeah, I had to break them out today. I can see so much better. I can see the screen so much better. So I don't have to be doing all that, getting all up facing the screen that I had been doing in the past. I don't have to do it. Hey, Aoki, how you doing? Where did you go? I saw you. Hey there. Hey, Mountain Grandma, how are you? But you got to make sure that you're backing away from those nouns because I'm telling you, this stuff, it'll mess you up mentally, it'll mess you up emotionally, it'll mess you up spiritually, and it'll also mess you up physically. Because when most people, well, I don't know, like it's a lot of, people in the world that could probably, especially in America, that could probably come off, 5 or 10. Hey, Taishi 23. So I'm so glad you're here, Taishi. So glad you're here. A lot of us we can come off a few. So if walking or listening to somebody inspirational, or if talking to a friend is your thing to make you feel better, then do that. But one of the things that I had to learn how to do long ago was to learn how to be alone. That was one of the things I had to do. And I preach it. You got to learn how to be alone, because what it does when you learn how to be alone, when you're intentional about being alone, when somebody doesn't want to be around you or walks away or whatever, then you're already used to what it feels like to be alone. And that's not to say that it'll be easy, not to say that it's going to be just a simple thing if somebody were to walk out on you. But when you learn how to be alone, it helps you to not need to go to this guy and this girl and that girl, because you can take care of yourself. You can take care of your own mental, physical, emotional, psychological needs, because you're not putting that responsibility on someone else to try to make you what you're missing. And so to do that, to help myself by saying, you know what, I'm going to go and take a drive by myself. When I was younger, it helps me today, because now if I want to go and take a drive, then guess what I do? I go and take a drive. If I want to go to a restaurant and grab a nice meal by myself and sitting at the table by myself, guess what? I can do that and I'll be okay with it, because I started doing it young in life. And a lot of us, we don't get to that point. We don't get to the, let me just say, we have a lot of traumas that still govern our lives. We have a lot of past traumas and childhood traumas that still govern our lives. So when you're dealing with a person, when you're in a relationship with a person and they're still living in their traumas, and you're like, I know this person is my soulmate, but they just won't let me in. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's something that they have to deal with. Hey, Growing with Hudson, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Hey, Garden of Twitty, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Doreen, Humby TV, welcome, welcome. Hi, Miss Shirley Weems, how are you today? Good to see you. So when you're dealing, when you are, able to just love on you, when you're able to just love on yourself, when you're able to be okay with yourself. Remember, when there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. When you live by that, then when things come up, it's like, man, I just got to keep pushing. I got to keep going. Like my daddy said, baby, it's okay to slow down. Just don't stop. Just keep moving, keep going through the storm. And so when something in particular came up in my life today, this very day, I was like, well, okay. Okay. Got to keep moving. Got to keep going through it. Got to keep going through it. I saw introvert, but do not function in social settings. I am living in my trauma, and alone is where I am safe at. And guess what? If that's where you are safe, but you can still go out if necessary to deal with the real world, then perfect. 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 Because we should be safe within ourselves, right? That should be our ultimate safe space. Should be within ourselves. That should be our ultimate safe space. My husband gets offended when I say I need my space. He doesn't get it. And guess what, Arioki? Eco Neighbor didn't get it in the beginning either. Until I walked back into the house one day and I had just been riding with the music blasted and I was happy. I didn't have anybody, mommy, mommy, mommy. I didn't have nobody crying. I didn't have nobody asking anything of me. I was just being me. I was just being myself. I was just doing what I wanted to do, and I was just doing what made me feel good. I had 3 small babies by the time that I started to say, man, like, I'm not just dropping my kids off with anybody. They're here with their father. So I know they're safe. Now, let me take a ride around the block. And when he saw how revived I was when I came back, he was like, whoa, you really look relaxed. And I'm like, I am. And I could run and roll all over the floor with my girls and feel amazing because I took that time to get away from even my family just because I needed to be free. I needed to be free. That was it. Not that anybody was putting any pressure on me or any of that stuff. It was simply that I needed to just be a woman, not wife for a minute, not mother for a minute. I just needed to be an individual for a minute. That's it. Miss Native Cherokee 70. Hey, how are you? Aunt Tia's backyard driving. Please keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. And thank you for listening. Appreciate you. But yeah, when back to what you said, Aoki, um, it took him a minute to understand as well. But when he got over himself and looked at what it did for me, then, you know, ever since, like we've been okay with me needing to just be out in the garden all day, you know. We've been okay with me needing to just go to Target. Go to Target by myself. Like, don't bother me. Just let me go to Target. Leave me alone. I just want to look. I don't even want to buy anything. I don't want to buy anything. I just want to look. So we got to make sure that we're taking that time to unplug. And some days I'm going to just I just be totally unplugged from the internet because I'm tired of seeing what it is. I'm tired of looking at the screen. I'm tired of everything about it. I don't want to see no more twerking. I'm done. I'm done. You know, y'all skilled, but I'm just done. Like, I don't want to see no more. you know, I don't want to see any more somebody having to fight for their right to not whatever. I don't want to see it. So I just unplug. I totally just unplug and I allow it to be okay for me to unplug. And so I urge you to do the same thing. Some days just take a you day. Take a you day and just unplug from all of the madness. I don't want to see, I ain't gonna say that. One more god darn video on this thing. I want to see it. So you gotta take that step back and you gotta make sure that you are okay with not being connected to people all the time. You got to make sure that you are okay being alone sometimes. Nobody likes to be alone all the time, but sometimes, in order to get to and understand those deep seated traumas that we have that are still governing us today, we have to be alone because that's going to give you time to think. It's going to give you time to get real with yourself. It's going to give you time to process some things that keep coming up over and over again. It's going to give you some time to look at those things. And when you do that, when you have that time to look at those things, then guess what? You can deal with some stuff. Or you can take yourself to get you some professional help. Sometimes folk make you feel bad when you need a break. Screw them. Screw them. I'm not sorry. Screw them. Because they're going to be okay, and then you're going to still be what? Doing whatever they want you to do so that you're not okay, but they are. We got to start putting ourselves first. At least get you one day a week. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask that I sit down and put my feet over in my foot tub and just have a nice warm foot bath? Um, Q Hudson, Q Hudson, you better say that. Nobody is going to take care of you better than you. All right? Nobody. Hey, Planter Garden TV, how are you? Not too much to ask. Not too much to ask. So, um, Ebony said, those people don't feel bad when they take a break for themselves. Right. 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 I schedule personal days, 1 or 2 a month. And who else does that? Like, y'all listen to her, take it to heart. It's the absolute truth. I mean, it'll stand by itself. It'll stand by itself. Miss Native Cherokee, you are so beautiful. You're a beautiful lady. But I'm telling you, when you take that time and you put it into yourself, you're going to be so much better. Your attitude is going to be so much better. I was taking a personal development class one time, and it was actually at my last job, and my supervisor literally did not want me to take the personal development and professional development classes that I wanted to take. So the main office would send us classes that they were offering. They were actually bringing in business coaches, life coaches, bringing them into our environment in order to help us to be better employees. And so, at the time I was operating my business on the side. And so I was like, oh yeah, baby, I'm about to get all the training that I can possibly get for free. Oh yes, I'm going for it. And so every class that they had, I don't care what it was on time management, it was on management in general. But one of the coaches that came in said, um, attitude equals 100. Do the math. And, you know, some people, the people who were in there just to get away from going to work, they were like, this man is boring. I don't know what he's talking about. And, but me, on the other hand, I was like, attitude equals 100. Do the math. He done told me to do the math. So I started writing down, and I was like, holy crap. Attitude literally equals 100. And I was like, oh yeah, buddy. He loved me because I was engaged. I wanted to be there. And I wasn't just trying to get out of work. Hey Tracy Jones, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. But I didn't want to just get out of work. I wanted to be there because I wanted to get something else. You got to get off for a while. Take care, Miss Native Cherokee. Be blessed, honey. Take care. Um, I wanted to do something that was going to better myself because I knew that wasn't it. That wasn't what I wanted. So if they were spending tens and thousands of dollars to bring these people in for us to take these classes, I'm like, you know what? That's 10K that I didn't have to spend for a life coach or for a business consultant out of my own business bank account. That's how I looked at it. Like they just spent the 10K for me. So I was like, let me take advantage of this. I'm gonna take advantage of it. And I did. And so just something as simple as that, something as simple as pouring into yourself that way. YouTube is full of greatness. It's full of, great people giving great advice, giving great life advice, giving great financial advice, giving all of this greatness, and they're pouring it out there for free. Pouring it out there for free, telling you about their life experiences, telling you about how they overcame hardships and difficulties, and how they built a business from the ground to wherever it's at. They telling you all of this stuff, and if you only use it for the negative, then guess what? That's on you. That's on you. My husband got me one day because I was on live and I said, I was talking about Facebook, and I still call it what it is. I was talking about Facebook, and I was like, ain't really nothing, ain't nothing positive on there. Like it's just a bunch of. And he said, "Now, why you say that? You know that's not true." And I was like, "Yeah, but I was in the moment." And it's up to you what you get out of something. So if you go into something and you have a negative attitude, which equals 100, if you have a negative attitude about it, then guess what? You're probably gonna not get what you're looking for to get out of it. You're probably not gonna get the best out of it if you go in with that type of attitude, saying that ain't nothing good on Facebook. Listen, the thing is that I just got, like, Facebook is like a lot of my high school classmates and people from my hometown, and like I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. So like all I see is 2,000, 3,000 people who just posting photos, and all of us want to get cute and we want to post photos and we want to do our filters and we want to do this and want to do that. I said me too, because that's all I'm on there for. And then I got the gardening with Gigi group on there, which I neglect because I don't like the platform. I don't like being on there because I'm not getting, I ain't putting in nothing and I ain't getting nothing. So hi, my tiny garden. How are you? Hello. Hey, Stacy, hands in the dirt. How you doing? I saw your video the other day. Get in them woods. You got a bow or what you say? Got a bow or a rifle? Get in them woods. I love it. I love it. But I'm serious. Like, you can have as much peace or as much drama as you want. So if you want the drama, if like me, I just go on there, to do a cute pic or a cute video, throw it up on my story, and then I'm back out of there. And people be like, why you don't never answer your messages? Because I'm just not on there like that. I'm just not on there like that. So I feel the same about Facebook. That's why I'm not on it. You say you have a cup and sometimes it runneth over. listen, listen. We all had them cups. We all had them cups. And you know what, Fitz? Even in Like I came from the natural hair community, right? Listen, I don't want not a single day of it. Mm-mm. I want not a single day of it. The only group on there that I really like are the gardening groups. So, but I have y'all, so I put y'all first. I put y'all first over Facebook. So, yeah. In and out real quick, Donnie. I know, I know, I know. But I don't know. I just didn't want to come on here talking about none of that stuff today that I've been talking about. I just had enough. And, tomorrow I might feel different. I might feel like, hey, you know, I want to talk about some extra canned goods. I don't want to talk about that crap today. I just didn't. And so I was like, I know somebody else. I know somebody else feels the same way that I feel. I know somebody else is like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I don't want to hear no more about it. Not for today, at least. But, tomorrow I might feel better. Tomorrow I might feel better. And I might feel like, I want to go and visit some stores. And if I do, I do. But all I knew was for today, I didn't want any parts of it. Um, the natural hair community is horrible. Yes. Vicious, vicious, vicious. I'm like, dang, y'all like straight out vicious. Like, at least we undercover vicious. Like, you know, I only go to the computer if I need to check something. I don't have the Facebook app. Look, I decided, I decided that I was not, oh my gosh, going to have all of that dinging, dinging, dinging coming to my phone. Like the security stuff is enough dinging coming to my phone till I don't need all of that extra other stuff. And now G Tribe, I don't mind y'all dinging. I let y'all ding because I want to talk to y'all. But and look at there. Look at there. Learned how to write my business plan off of YouTube. Boom. You know, you can learn what you want from where you want. But I'm telling you, look at that, Stinky Puddle Ranch. Stinky Puddle Ranch said Facebook has not been allowed on my mobile devices since 2012. Good for you. I'm only about 2 years in, but yeah, I love it. I love it. Woo, Homestead in the Hood. Hey there. Did I say hello to you? I see you. It does not have to be a plan specific topic. We like your company. I'm glad because I love you all's company. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, my tiny garden. It is. It is. It is really distracting, to have that. Now, when I was working, yeah, I was willing to do anything to like distract me. But now I'm like, I like my peace. I like it. I don't like too much notifications either. It drives me nuts. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why a lot of times, hey Veggie Farm, how you doing? A lot of times my phone is on silent. And so my husband called today, and typically, like, I'm on it, when he calls or whatever. Loving this positive talk. I'm glad, Stacy. Good to have you. Auntie says, apparently I'm not the only one who has gotten Facebook privacy paranoid, and you should be. And you should be, because there is no such thing as privacy on Facebook. It's just not. It's just not. I'm sorry. Farmer Q, I saw something that you said and I missed it. I think I let it scroll by too fast. Where was it? Oh, oh, okay. I felt it, dealt with it, and my home page is looking mighty nice. Yep, deal with it. That's just one less thing, one less place I have to be, one less platform that I need to be on. Yes, Miss Ann. Oh, I love that. Being prepared is okay, but live today in joy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that, Miss Ann. Thank you. Um, oh, let me get out y'all business talking to pit stop. But it makes there go Mr. Stinky Butter Ranch. Hey, Mr. Stinky Butter Ranch, how you doing? Hate to say it, but IG is just as bad. It's owned by Facebook and spies and on these mobile devices too. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have no privacy. We have none. We have zero privacy. Big Brother is always watching. Always watching. Hey, Yankee sister, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Gigi, here to support the G Tribe. What's up, everybody? Hey, Yankee sister, glad to have you. So, um, it's like it's like you read my mind and exact thoughts on Facebook. Yeah, you know, anybody who wants my light is being really weird. Anybody who wants a relationship with you, let me turn it away. Get that? Yeah, I think. Well, whatever. Anybody who wants a relationship with you will make absolute certain that they have a relationship with you. So don't worry about what you're missing. Don't worry about, any of that stuff. Make sure that you feel okay, that you're feeling good about where you are personally in your life. Um, so that all of that stuff, all of the people that you feel like you're missing, all of that stuff, you don't even worry so much about it anymore. You're not so concerned with trying to be in the know of everything, being the it crowd of everything. I used to every single week, I used to be either doing an event or I was networking somewhere or something. And at the time, I was like, I was in it. I was just there. I have to go help my hubby with these 9 doggo puppies. Oh my gosh. It's a great combo. Great combo. Okay. Later. Take care. Take care, C. Thomas. Congrats on your new pups. So I was in it back then. I was like, let's go, let's go. And my little middle child, like she is a beast. She is a business beast already. So when we would be out there, it was like, hey, let's get it. Let's meet all of these people. Let's do all of this networking and finding out who people are in the community. And then, you building relationships that will help you to do one thing or another, or to grow, to go, to accomplish whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish. It was fine then. But when I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm beat, you know, enough is enough. I made sure that I chose myself over that. I chose what I needed. I chose what I personally needed over all of that. My family and friends know for holidays and birthdays, I contact them directly. I don't look for announcements on Facebook. I know. And the thing most recently that got me, Stacy, was every time I would go on there, it was like RIP to somebody, RIP to this person, to that person. And a couple of those people happened to be relatives that, I didn't even know had passed away, because people race to be the first to post that, somebody passed away, like give people time to notify the family that something just happened. Give people time. And there are a lot of people, let me just say, there are a lot of people who are on Facebook who are trying their very, very best. Hi, JG. They're trying their very, very best. And she talked with trees. Hello, welcome. Glad to see you. But it's a lot of people on Facebook who are trying their best to put out some great things to help people to grow and develop themselves. But there are just as many, if not more. It's a lot more. Let me stop. It's a lot more people who are on there, for just for the wrong things, for the wrong reasons. It might be right for them, but it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. So I choose here. I choose to be with you all because I like y'all. I choose to be here. And so that's what I do. I put my time into people who care about me and people that I care about. That's where I put my time. That's the most confusing thing ever to me, Death Cloud. This is, I mean, it is totally disgusting. It's totally disgusting. But I promise you, it happens so much to the point where I would not go over there. And I had a honest friend send me a message on there saying, "Hey, my hubby's birthday, y'all want to go out with us or whatever." And it was kind of last minute, so we had to decline. But I don't want to miss that type of stuff. So I have to make sure that I go on there every week, at least once a week or twice a week, to make sure that I'm checking things, because people will say stuff to me and I totally don't get it. And my sister is just like, "You never participate in what I'm doing and this and that." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, but it's just not my platform. It's not my thing." So, um, I went all the way around the world just to say, protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your mental health. Make sure that you're taking time for yourself and that you're doing what makes you happy and what makes you feel good and what makes you want to grow more and develop more. And everything else, like, it's okay to let it be second. It's okay to prioritize your mental health. It's okay. Make sure that that girl or that guy inside, make sure that they are okay. And then you can give of yourself. It's the empty cup thing, right? So you can't pour from an empty cup. There's nothing to pour. But if you're full, then guess what? You have something that you can share with somebody else if you're full. If you're not full, you don't have anything. You can't benefit anybody. You can't help anybody else if you don't have anything to give. Like, how does that work? But we try to do it all the time. We try to force it. And we just got this cup and we just like, why nothing won't come out? Like, why I can't give anybody else anything? Because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing what you need in order to get full so that you will have anything or something to give. something other than your scraps. I was wondering how I did it all with having the husband, having the kids, having the business, having working full time, having the events on sometimes during the week and on the weekends. Like I was trying to figure out, like when I first, resigned, how was I even doing all that? Oh, and I was in college. I was taking a full load. How was I doing all of that? And I came to the conclusion that nobody was getting the best of me. I was giving everybody enough, I was giving them just enough to get them off of me. And literally, that's all I was doing. I was not giving anybody the best of me. I wasn't, you know. School was getting what it got. Hey, I know you said this paper needs to be 1,500, but hey, I ain't got 1,500 in me this week. So you gonna get this 1,200 and you gonna like it. If you don't like it, then hey, it is what it is. Husband, you gonna get this 3 minutes and you gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy. Children, girl, tell that teacher to do her job. Don't come bothering me. Business, ooh, I'll do a little bit in the morning, and then hopefully I'll have enough energy in the evening time to where I can work. But listen, 9 o'clock, I'm done. I'm done. And I know this order was supposed to go out today, but it's not. And I don't care about it. So nothing was getting greatness from me. Nobody was getting greatness from me. All it was you giving everybody a little bit, just enough to get them off of you, because there's only 24 hours in a day and I can't be up all of those. I can't work all of those. I can't give of myself all of those. Yeah. How you going to split yourself in that many ways? Just can't do it. Just can't do it. So, so glad I found y'all. We're glad you found us too, Black Coffee. I love talking to you. um, I missed a lot. Internet went down. We'll watch the replay tomorrow. Okay, Miss Viola. I'm sorry you had that internet issue. Oh, yeah, this is important. People have forgotten how to be compassionate and human. And how do you do that? How do you even do that? Like, how do you even, when you don't have even enough to feel great about yourself? You just maintaining, right, Yankee sister? Just maintaining. Like, who wants to live like that? I don't want to live like that. I want to make sure that, and I'm fixing to get off of here because guess what? My husband coming home. So when my husband comes home and he trying to unwind, he sits in the car just like I used to sit in the car when I came home from work. Just sit there and like just bring it down. Just bring it down 10 notches. And so when he pulls up in the yard and he's sitting out there and, he been out there for the last 30 minutes, then I give him that time and then I go out and say, hey, what you doing? How was your day? We can talk, we can walk, we can do whatever. So you got to take care of yourself. Look at him. He said he is here. Hey, Eco Neighbor. Hey, Janet. How you doing? Welcome, Janet. It's good to see you today. I'm always going to offer, Janet, if you want to come in, you and Susie Polidor, if y'all want to come in, let me know and hit me up on Instagram and I'll let you into our daily private chats. Yep, he's here. He's here. Listening to me take my time. Yeah, I've been. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, okay, Janet. Yeah, I'm at Gigi Naturals _ on Instagram. So you can come into our private chat. Hey, Tiny Texas Garden, how are you? Ah, G Tribe, guess what? We got a new member. Welcome, R Oki. Her channel is R Oki Manor. So you may have seen me post her earlier in the week on my community post. So welcome, R Oki. Welcome her to the G Tribe. Thank you. We appreciate you. Who didn't I see today? Didn't see Shakira today. We saw All Nat. Yeah, we have some great chats in there. So, um, Andale always here. Veggie Farm always here. Farmer Q always here. Thank y'all so much. Black Coffee is always in the house. Appreciate you guys so much. JG came in. She's a G Tribe member as well. Um, who else? And Jay Weezy. Jay Weezy is here. Yes, yes, yes. Jay Weezy 3-in-1 is here as well. So, yes, yes, yes. You are welcome. It is absolutely my pleasure. My pleasure, Aroki. You have some great content, and I was with you on that. Is it Jollof? Jollof, the African Jollof that you were making, or was it Jolo or Jollof? I don't know. Robert, he winding down. You heard us say take your time, and Robert said go take care of your husband. He winding down, so I have to give him a few minutes and let him shake the devil off before he come around his family. That's our routine every day. We have to let him just shake the devil off. That's how we do it. Have to let him shake it off, and then when he's nice and shake it off, we can go. Jail is called Jailoff. Jailoff. Okay, that. I hope that was close enough. I hope that was close enough. Oh yeah, and yes, and our sister Yankee sister is here. G Tribe member. So, it has been fantastic. I appreciate you guys. Um, thank you so much for coming in with me every week, and you know, you never know what you kind of gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. But I hope that something that was said here today from either myself or the wonderful, intelligent people in the chat, hope that you got something that you can take with you that can help you to know that it's okay sometimes to just unplug and just take your time to do something for you, do what you need for yourself. So, thank you again. And I will see you guys. We're going to be live at 5 again next week. I might go live. If something happens, guess what? Then I'll go live again on another day. And, if you can't be there, then guess what? Mm, catch the replay. I appreciate that as well. I appreciate seeing the comments that come in off of the replay as well. So thank you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you and love each and every one of you. Thank you all for the super chats that came in today. And thank you for our Oki who joined the G Tribe. Send me a message real quick and I'll go ahead and let you in. Larita is here. Larita King is here. Woohoo! Larita King, do you have a channel? Say yes or no. And y'all see Larita? Let me show you Larita, because if she has a channel, guess what? Go to it too. Veggie Farm has a channel. Um, a lot of our G Tribe members have a channel. Farmer Q has his channel. Eco Neighbor has his channel. Um, let's see. Okay, Shy does not have her channel. Um, Tracy from PA, who was here today, does not have her channel. But we have several people who have their channel. See, Larita has her channel, so there she is, guys. Go and check her out, okay? Go and check her out. And Growing with Hudson, I caught the first part of your live from 5 or 6 days ago, and I did get your text message. See, Growing with Hudson, I still didn't respond to the text message, but we feel each other. We feel each other, and she knew that I was over here in Florida while she in Tennessee, and she felt me going, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, girl. I knew it. I knew it, girl. so, so, girl, husband, I'm sorry that I didn't respond to your message like a week ago, but I know that you feel me, and I know, and I know that you knew that I was like, mm-hmm, girl, mm-hmm. All right. So thank you. And Ebony R, thank you so much for being here. It's always good to see you. I see Ebony R in a bunch of chats, and so we enjoy having conversation back and forth with each other. Sammy Joe, great to see you again today. Blessings to you. I hope all is well. And you guys take care of yourselves. And remember to take care of your family. Make sure that you are growing something. Grow your own food, because we're going to have to. We're going to have to. It's not going to be just cute for the gram anymore. It's not going to be a luxury, thing that we do. It is going to be an absolute necessity. And so make sure that you're growing something for your family, whether it's in containers, it's on the ground, it's in a box or a basket. Wherever you have to, make sure that you're growing something and you're making sure that you can feed your family. Make certain that you can feed your family. We are living in some uncertain times, and this is not something that the world hasn't seen before. People, my people from the 70s, they're saying, yeah, we saw this back in the 70s. We saw this before. Of course, we were sheltered from it because we were young kids, but they've seen it before, so we're going back there again, and we don't know what's in the future. So it's better if you are making sure that you are able to help yourself. If you can help yourself, then you're going to be okay, because we ain't rich anyway. We have to scrape the scrounge anyway. That's just what we have to do. So I love you guys. Take care. And remember that when you grow it, you know it. Peace, family. I'll talk to you guys soon.